I guess, it'll work out and... What do the kids call it? How do you do what with the file?
How do you do? The kids are doing dabbing.
What are we doing right
nowadays.
now, Jerry?
There's a lot of dabbing.
They're doing dabbing?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing right now?
No, we're recording a
What are we doing?
podcast, you dumbass.
A podcast? We're recording a podcast. What's the podcast?
I think it's about our
I
life.
don't remember signing up for this.
You didn't
It's like
sign
the
up.
law.
No sign-ups.
No sign-ups. I was drafted into the podcast.
Exactly, just like Nam. Oh, man, you remember.
Just like now.
Yep. Just-
So we gotta talk about our lives.
We gotta talk about something, I don't know. This is all about...
Talk about what?
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 My hearing isn't very good, you gotta remember that.
Your what?
My
Your
hearing.
hearing?
Hearing.
You're steering.
No, I'm not in the car, you dumbass.
You're not... Yeah, you're not in the car.
What?
You're in your bed. Where? You're in the studio right now.
I am in
What
the
do you mean?
studio. Yep, I'm in the studio. I've
Yeah,
been painting.
yeah,
I've been
you're not
painting
in
a
the
lot
car.
recently. I've been doing a lot of artwork relating to the old man life, and I've really been
Oh.
exploring the whole idea of who I am. Who is Jerry?
Painting, is that messing with your arthritis at all or anything?
No, my
You got,
arthritis-
like, tennis elbow?
It's all gone.
It's all got... Your fingers look pretty gnarled
No,
right
that's-
now. I don't know how you can hold a brush in those.
That's all. That's how it's
Those
been my
things
whole
look
life.
like tree branches on Halloween night.
Hey,
Oh my gosh.
they're professionals.
They're professionals.
Listen,
Oh my gosh.
all you need.
You look like you're gonna paint like Pollock.
Pollock is my inspiration. I knew Pollock.
Oh,
I
okay.
knew Pollock. Did you know that?
Oh, you're the new Pollock.
I am the new
It's
Pollock.
pretty high and mighty of you.
Yep. I'm pretty-
Wow.
Yep.
He's just going for it. Really just out there claiming out the whole art world.
No, anywho, I guess we got to introduce ourselves. Who
Yes.
are we?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Who are we?
Yep.
Who are you?
what?
What?
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yes.
You know who I am.
No, I don't.
I'm Patrick. What do you mean?
Oh, you Patrick.
We've known each other for like a bajillion years.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
sorry.
gotta
Okay.
know me.
Well,
It's
okay,
impossible not
so-
to forget.
My name is Jerry, and this is,
Oh, my name's Patrick.
and together we make.
This is the what did we say it was again?
It's in the notes section. We're talking
What was
about.
that? The note. Oh,
golly,
oh, right. Okay. My son left a sticky note.
The Perry,
for me.
the
It's
Patry,
the Jerryatrick show.
Oh!
It's the Jerryatrick show.
the Jerry.
That's what it was.
Yes.
It's what it was. It's your name, Jerry, and then my name, Patrick, but without the front end, the P.
Right. We don't have. There's no P here.
Yeah, there's no P here. I can't pee, certainly. I take pills for that, but even still, it doesn't come out. It's just like dust. Let me tell you what, my son, he's not too happy about it. He has to put my pills in cheese because otherwise I don't take them.
You like my old dog.
I am like an old dog. Actually, that's what my wife used to say before she went to the retirement home. She didn't want to be around me anymore.
Right, because I remember that she had to take a little dustpan around with her, and
She had to take a
brush
whole
up.
dustpan and sweep it all up. It was terrible, and she had to sweep up the pills too because I'd spit them out of my mouth.
Right, because he didn't want to take, just like me, I don't want to take my pills. I remember that for when.
Oh my gosh! I try and get you to take your pills.
Remember when we were in the hospital and they were talking about the catheter, and the catheter didn't work for you? They had to do a little mini vacuum, right? Because they had to suck up all the dust.
Oh yeah, I remember the nurse saying that she got so mad that she said she was gonna stick some pills down your catheter, and make you because she couldn't get them into you any other way. You refused to take your pills.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking
I
about you.
tried to get them in.
I'm talking about you, dumbass. No, don't talk about my pills. I'm
No,
talking about you.
we're talking about you.
No,
We're talking about your pill usage. You just said.
I don't
You
use
take
pills.
pills.
I don't use pills.
Yes, you do. You have your little pill planner, and I have to fill it up. I'm the one who fills it up. Jerry doesn't do anything. He doesn't take his pills. He can't pee. He doesn't refill his pill planner because he doesn't take his pills.
Listen, I don't listen to the medical establishment because last time I went to the doctor, they said my balls were shrinking, and they're not shrinking.
You sound like one of them conspiracy theorists or whatever from the internet.
Now my uncle's the conspiracy
nine
theorist.
fish.
I'm not the conspiracy theorist. I only think about the truth.
What? Your uncle is less of a conspiracy theorist than you are.
What?
He's the one that believes, like, I don't know, trees are sticks or whatever.
What is that? I don't even understand what you're trying to say here.
That's a conspiracy. You haven't heard of that conspiracy.
Do you believe that trees are sticks?
Yeah, I can.
Oh my god, that's great.
Because I read it once.
Well, hey,
It was in the newspaper.
listen here. You've seen
Big study.
when we've been swimming together, and we get all naked in the bathroom, and we're all shriveled balls. Have my balls been
Oh,
shrink?
wait, hold on. When are we doing Oh, wait, yes. We call it prune stew.
Prue, if you want to shorten it. Prue.
Yeah, brew if you want to shorten it.
If you take all of the man together and you're just a whole bunch of little raisins, or like a raisin soup, like a rice pudding,
Yeah, that's what the retirement home likes to do with us to save on money. They just kind of all put us into a big kiddie pool and spray us down with a hose. My son tries to tell me that he shouldn't pay for that, but honestly, I kind of like it. It makes me feel like a sunflower in my old age.
I like it when they use the mist setting too, when they just like spray it like.
The mist is the best.
But you know what I don't like? I don't like when that nurse, what's her name, Charlotte, when Charlotte uses the old jet setting and she aims up for the butt crack.
Oh gosh!
When she just like.
Don't even get me started about Charlotte.
Jesus. Remember that one time
Charlotte is the worst.
Oh my god. Remember when she came into the room one time and she literally came in and just gave us 2 jars of pudding, but the pudding wasn't pudding, it was mayonnaise.
Oh, I do remember that.
It was
It was
awful.
salted mayonnaise that she gave us just as a prank because we were disrespecting her during bingo night and talking while she was reading the numbers. It was terrible. Who does that to us,
Especially.
She might have even been the one who threatened the whole catheter incident. I don't even know.
Especially
I can't
because
remember.
they have to remember that we don't know, we're hard of hearing, so sometimes we don't even know when we're talking to each other, right? Sometimes we're together and we don't even know.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes we're just there and we're just talking to random things about random people. You know what I'm talking about? And then it's just like we're there, we're playing bingo,
Bingo.
and
I was close.
Charlotte comes along and just Charlotte. What? One time she moved the chair, the armoire in my room. She moved it. I can't believe she touched that thing. I told her specifically, I was like, Charlotte, do not touch my prized armoire. It is by the door, and it stays there. And then Charlotte comes in, and she puts it by the window. She put it by the window.
Oh my god.
I know. Who puts an armoire by a window? And I tried to tell Charlotte that, and I'm like, Charlotte, I know you're young, and you really don't know about what to do with an armoire yet because you can't afford one. I get that. Young folks have it hard nowadays, and the whole spiel that Charlotte likes to talk my ear off about. But I was like, you can't put the armoire by the thing,
Especially with
So now the armoire is back by the window, where I wanted it.
Wait, but you said you
That's
didn't
where I
want
wanted the armoire, was by the window.
Wait, you want it by the window or not by the window?
What do you mean it was by the window, and then Charlotte moved it by the door,
Wait, you said
and now I had to move it back by the window.
Patrick, I don't think your memory's
Charlotte just doesn't listen to anyone.
I don't think your memory's working
She doesn't
very
know
well.
what to do with an armoire.
I think your memory's
What?
not working very well. I moved the armoire.
My what's not working very well?
Your memory.
Well, I'll tell you what isn't working very well. Oh, memory.
Yep.
Okay, I was
Yep.
going to say something else.
Oh,
Yes, no, my memory.
listen.
What were we talking about?
Well, the armoire. It's important. It's very dangerous to have an armoire next to the window with us because of our skin. It's so pasty white that the sun really hurts it. We have to be careful about our sun exposure, I have to take those vitamin D supplements. That's the only one I take. Listen, I don't take my pills,
You
but I
see-
take my D supplements.
Wow, you take the pill that you can easily remedy.
No.
You
not
gotta
easy.
you. That's why you have the armoire by the window, so you don't have to take vitamin
No,
D pills.
I moved my armoire
And you
away.
sit there, and you read the newspaper, and all your favorite little Sunday comics that you get on Sunday, and you sit there by the window, and you absorb the sun, like the pretty little sunflower you are, Jerry.
While getting watered by Charlotte. Oh, what a great time.
You're getting watered by Charlotte.
Every day. She comes in.
Oh, right! The best time. Prune stew. How could I forget about prune stew?
Prune stew, especially.
Prune stew. That's different than prune stew in the retirement home, though. He's kind of a weirdo.
Oh, the man Prune?
No, the man Stu.
Stu!
He looks like a prune.
I remember him. That man.
Yeah.
That man had a weird story to him.
No. Yeah, he did.
Wait, so if Prune, if Stu went into a prune stew, would it be prune stew, or would it be a stew with prunes, and stews in it?
No, prune stew is prune stewing. With everybody else who's prune stewing.
Well, prune stewing is when remember when Stu would just be sitting in the corner just cackling to himself and stewing over the whole craziest?
Oh,
that was stewing.
Yeah, he had the whole thing going on with his brain because of what happened before.
Yep.
Before he got to the retirement home.
Oh man, it must have been a crazy time. Let me tell you.
I know. He barely told us about it, but there he was, just cackling in the corner.
He was.
Stu was weird. He had to be wheeled around everywhere too. His legs stopped working
Yep.
a few years after he got in.
I remember that because it was Charlotte. Charlotte broke his legs. Did you know that?
Charlotte broke his legs?
Yeah, did you know that?
Where did you hear that?
From Bethany. Bethany told me about it.
Bethany?
Yeah, she told me. She said that,
Bethany, that gossip.
listen, you gotta get all the news from Bethany. She said that one day,
She's always talking everyone up.
Stu was just sitting in the corner, minding his old business, talking to himself, and Charlotte straight up came over and just gave him a little whack. And that broke his legs.
You know what? I kind of agree with Charlotte on that one. Stu didn't need to be walking around the retirement home. It was up to too much. One time he stole my TV remote.
What?
How's a man supposed to watch TV without the remote?
Oh my gosh.
That's
incredible. I can't believe how did you live without the TV? That's how I get all of the information.
I don't know. Yeah, I had to watch the news and Cool Guy. There's so many TV shows that I couldn't watch because of him.
Dude.
Bright Room.
Oh my God.
Have you ever seen Bright Room? Do you remember Bright Room?
I don't.
When it was on TV.
I don't remember.
It was when they first started the whole TV thing.
No.
Back when they were the size of your house, and it took a whole diesel generator to get them going.
What?
Because.
What the hell are you talking about?
You remember when TVs were like that? You're old enough.
The TV. Man, I don't remember.
The big TVs.
I thought you were talking about a diesel-powered broom, for sweeping. My hearing was off.
No. That was way earlier.
Oh.
The diesel-powered broom came, and then it led to the diesel-powered generator, and then it led to the diesel-powered television.
Oh.
And that's what I used to watch growing up. And there was a show on it called Bright Room, and it was,
Was there a bright room in it? Was that just like brightness?
There was a bright room in it, and Michael Thomas was the star, and he was absolutely shining and radiant. It started his career, and really, television sitcoms as a whole. Jerry, are you even listening anymore? Jerry? I think I bored him about Bright Room. Jerry.
Margaret!
The lights are on, but nobody's...
Margaret!
No, Margaret.
I think I heard Margaret. I think I heard her. She's here.
You heard her.
She's here. Wait, I can't...
Margaret is not here.
But, okay, Patrick, I don't know how to leave. I can't leave the studio because I got these whole things set up. My son set this up to put it all up.
Yeah.
I can't. Margaret's out there. I think I gotta go say hi.
No, stay in the studio.
Margaret
is not outside of the studio. No, Margaret is not outside of the... He's gone. He left. I heard the door close on the studio. Hey!
Margaret, come here. Where'd you go, Margaret?
No. Jerry.
Margaret.
Jerry, get back inside the studio. I don't know if he can hear me. He's ditched the studio completely. Maybe he's got his speakers up loud enough because of his whole hearing issue. Jerry! Jerry, please get back into the studio.
Who's there? Is it an intruder?
Jerry!
Intruder!
Jerry!
Come
here, Jerry.
Patrick!
Jerry!
Patrick, there's someone
Jerry.
here. There's someone here who's trying to they call my name. I think there's an intruder. There's a robber here.
No, that's me.
What?
That's me.
Are you robbing me? I don't have any money.
No,
Don't
I'm
take my
not
money.
robbing you. Jerry, I'm just trying to get you back into the studio.
I'm here.
Jerry.
I'm in the studio.
You're here. Okay. Great.
This is Xavier. Why?
Welcome back. What were you doing? Where were you? Where'd you go?
I found Margaret. She was going out to the beach. She
You were looking for
left.
Margaret's not around anymore.
What? Yes, she
She's
is.
gone.
I don't understand. You have this whole fantasy that
No.
Margaret doesn't exist.
No, I didn't say that. What do you mean? Margaret's just not here right now.
Oh, exactly. See, you understand. You understand. Yeah, last night,
Exactly.
Margaret and I had a good old talk by the candlelight on my armoire that's not by the window because it was too
The
hot.
candlelight?
We have the
How'd you get a candle?
Jerry let me. Sorry, not Jerry. Not me.
Jerry,
My
you
son.
let you.
My son lit the
Your
candle
son.
for me because I can't control
Oh.
flames. They're dangerous.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's fair.
he lit the candle, and Margaret and I sat by the candlelight, and I talked with her for hours. We talked about the most crazy stuff, like, my life, reminiscing about working as a crane operator, and talking
You
about
worked as
the
a crane
war.
operator?
Yeah, you remember
What?
that?
No, I don't remember that. When did you do
I
that?
started working for about 10 years. I don't know when it was, but I've been working about 10 years as a
10
crane
years?
operator.
Well, I mean, you've done a lot of odd jobs here and there, Jerry, but
That I do.
I don't remember crane operators. Wild.
Yeah.
You had to, like, pick up all the boxes and stuff.
I picked up a lot of boxes. Yeah, I had to climb up the ladder
Fling
every
them
day.
around.
Let me tell you, that was
Oh
when
my gosh.
that was when Margaret really liked me, when I had those buff muscles from having to climb that ladder every day.
Oh, okay. I thought that was that during your kilt wearing days, or was that a different time?
Oh, it was
'Cause Margaret would also like that.
It was just after the
did like
kilt
those
wearing.
kilt wearing.
Just after the kilt
Oh, it
wearing.
was just after.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was
Yeah,
a
that's fair. I mean, once you start climbing ladders, you gotta stop wearing a kilt.
exactly,
You know?
you understand. No, I wore the kilts when I was working at the golf club. You remember when I used to be the
Oh, right. Yes, the golf club in that place over on that island.
where was it?
What do they call that?
God, it was a long way ago.
A long way and a long time.
I have no idea.
Wow. What do you have? What?
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 I don't, my train of thoughts just completely gone away. Sometimes when that old man age just all gone.
What's all gone?
What? The trash is all gone, actually. They took out the trash today from my apartment. It was really important to me because it was a little stinky.
Oh my gosh. It's Friday already.
Yep. The trash
They took
day.
the Wow. Wait, is my trash gone? Oh my gosh.
Did they take it?
My trash is gone.
Oh, good.
They took my trash.
Well, Patrick,
It's great.
Patrick,
It's filled up.
what are your plans today? What are you trying to do today?
What?
What's your goal today?
What are my plans? Well, let's see. I got a little bit of model building to do. I've got a car that I'm working on right now, and yeah, I got to the most complicated part. It's the internals of the car.
Oh, jeez.
You gotta. I know it's really hard to do with my Parkinson's that I got. Yeah, I'm shaking so much that it's hard to glue things together. So it looks like a bit like a Picasso car, but that's okay.
What type of car is
I'm
it?
gonna tell Charlotte that it's an art piece and try and sell it to her son for $15. It's a little bit like a sedan, and so I'm just gluing all the bits together, and I've got to finish that.
But wait, Patrick, is that the one I gave you?
What?
Is that the one I gave you for Christmas?
What? What did you give me for Christmas?
That model? Did I give you that
Oh.
model car?
No, you gave me a different model.
Did you do that one?
No, I haven't done that one yet. That one's like that one's like a really big tall skyscraper. On the box it says from 98 to 99.
Oh man.
I think I'm a little bit older than that, but I can get it covered.
Right, because it says you have to be 99 or 100 in order to do it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
man.
It's right in that age range of 98 to 100 years old.
Patrick, I gotta tell you, I gotta take a wee, man.
What? You gotta take. His blood has been shrinking
My
ever
blood-
since the pill.
I'm just gonna step over here.
He's left, and he's taken a wee. Let me tell you what. You got older, and your brother shrinks down. He really starts losing height on his spine, and next thing you know, he's 2 inches shorter, and then you're 2 inches shorter, and you look at him in the eye, and It's like, what happened? You know? Where did all the height go? Where did all the time go? Where did my bladder strength go? Because that's another thing. When you're older, you can't hold your pee anymore. And you just gotta go. All the time. You know? I drink a cup of water in the morning and 15 minutes later it's coming out of me. With the pills. But, you know, the pills are in liquid form. It's not that big. I'm not that dry, you know. The orderlies keep me pretty gassed up in terms of liquid here.
Patrick, we're gonna have to call Charlotte. I made an accident all around the bathroom again.
What? You had an accident?
I peed all over, man. I couldn't
Jerry,
control it.
you can't drive anymore.
What?
What?
I can't drive.
What did you say?
I went pee, and I peed everywhere, man, because the pills that I'm not gonna take the pills, but you know my wee is all tiny now, and my balls are apparently shrinking, so I shot it all over the place. It went all willy-nilly, man. I haven't seen it go like that since now, man.
You're shooting all over the place.
Dude, they were shooting all over just
what
like
are you
your normal
shooting?
shit. They're shooting all over the place again. Here they go again. Oh, shit. They're coming again, Patrick.
Jerry, what?
Oh, God. What?
What's going on?
I'm getting shot
Why are
at,
you
man. It's
freaking
numb.
out? No, what? We're getting shot at.
Yeah, it's just like the time.
Who's shooting at us?
You remember that time when I was out? I had to go out into the infantry, and I took a wee out in the woods, and we just started hearing the bullets whizzing.
I remember that in the Corps.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
They almost shot your wee off.
They did. That was incredible.
I remember that. That also almost happened to me. That other time in the Corps. You remember that? But that was during boot camp.
Yep.
That's when the sergeant almost shot my wee off.
Dude, that Sergeant Chris, what a prick.
I know, he told us, no weeing in the barracks. So I didn't wee in the barracks. I went outside. But the sergeant wasn't having it.
The sergeant, they just don't
his
understand.
acting.
I think young people just don't understand that when you get old, your bladder just really does shrink. You just really gotta pee, and it's just impossible to hold it.
It really, exactly. You know, I was just telling that to somebody the other day. I was just saying that you get older and, you know, your bladder shrinks and you can't hold it anymore. Next thing you know, you just go and pee all the time. You know, I had a cup of water this morning and 15 minutes later it was coming out, along with the pills, you know. The pills went solid, obviously, but, you know, like, it really just goes through you.
God, I can imagine that just must be awful. When it's just like...
No, that wasn't... You're talking about kidney stones. I don't have those anymore.
Oh, God.
I got those when I was a little bit younger, you know.
I remember that. I remember you used to shoot them off like machine guns.
I do remember that. Charlotte really hated that. That was right when I first got here.
Do you remember
She would try and...
Remember that prank you played on her where you shot all your kidney stones on the ground and then she would walk around and she'd slip and fall on them like the cartoons?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. It's like that, what is that kids movie nowadays that they like so much? It's, what is it?
Minions?
House, hold on, it's coming to me.
House of the Rising Sun?
No, not House of the Rising Sun. It's, like, House Solo or something like that.
Han Solo?
Han Solo? I remember when the guy who played Han Solo was a baby. I remember when he was born.
Yep. We were there.
Because he came out. Yeah, we were there. He came out and there was reporters and they were all like, this kid is going to be a star.
Yep.
And then next thing you know,
Boom.
he's Han Solo or whatever the
without us, Han Solo would never be as famous as he was, you know. We were important.
Yeah, I mean, really, we were the ones who jump-started his career.
Yep.
But, you know, like in the way that movers and shakers do.
Yep.
We weren't, you know, part of the spotlight or anything.
Exactly. We were
there.
We
were pushing the buttons of the system.
I don't think people realize, but I think that, you know, they don't understand that we really control a lot about the world. We're really responsible for a lot of the things that happen because we're so smart.
A lot of the things you see around us were made by us in our generation, you know.
Yeah, our generation's the best generation. These new generations don't know what they're doing. They don't understand.
They don't understand much, but, you know, when they get to our age and, you know, when you get to our age, your bladder gets a lot smaller, and then you can't hold quite as much, and so you end up just going all the time. It's wild. I had a cup of water this morning, and not even 15 minutes later, it came back out of me.
Oh my God.
Pills and everything, but no, the pills had, dissolved in my stomach acid or whatever, and
Right.
it wasn't like the whole thing with my kidney stones.
Oh my God, the kidney stones. Oh,
Have I told you about that?
I
The
did.
kidney stones.
No. Do you remember that time when you were taking the kidney
my
stones
gosh.
and you were going out and you were at the retirement home and it was like your first or second day, and Charlotte came in and she saw this little jar next to you, and next to the jar there's a whole bunch of little stones, and she was very impressed. She thought you had a little marble collection.
I do remember that. Yes, she was very excited about it. And then that one day she knocked the bottle over or whatever and broke all the kidney stones everywhere, and she was going to sweep it up and she just slipped over them like marbles. And yeah, it's like that, that kids TV show nowadays, they call it. What is it? It's Home Alone or something.
House? Is it House? Something?
I think it's House Solo. That
Han
seems
Solo.
more right.
Wait, you're talking about
Han Solo. Who's that?
Oh God, who's Han Solo? He's that handsome man from the movie House of the Rising Sun. He
Oh right,
played the main guy in
and he
it.
did the what was it? The Good, the Beautiful, and the Fugly or whatever.
in the Prejudice, right? Remember there was like Gay and Prejudice?
Oh, I do remember that one. He was very good in that one.
He was very good.
Yeah, he's a very big star. He's in a lot of movies.
I don't know if the
nowadays.
audience realizes, but me, Patrick here and I are really good. Like we're aficionados for movies and music. We're really keep up with the times.
We used to work in the talent scouting agency, so a lot of times we would go to hospitals and we'd find the babies that looked like they had the most talent, and so we'd bring a bunch of reporters there. We'd be there for the birth of the baby. That way, when he popped out, you know what we would say, Jerry?
Exactly. We would go.
What
This
do-
is the one. This is the one. This is the star.
There we go. That's what we would say. This is the one. This is the star.
But-
And all the reporters would write it down, and they'd snap their pictures.
Occasionally, though,
The next thing you know,
you remember though, some of the babies would pop out and we'd be like, nope, this is not gonna be a star.
you're right. Yeah, sometimes we did have to leave the hospital empty,
That was
starred.
that was Donald Trump. Remember when Donald Trump was born, we were like, this one's not gonna be a star. This one's gonna be an absolute prick. We called it.
Yeah, we tried to do that, but then the reporters stayed. They didn't follow us out.
One time.
That was the mistake.
One time.
The one time we forget to bring the reporters along with us.
Oh, man.
We make some terrible star.
I don't understand. They just really
Yeah.
gotta get in with us. Do you also remember sometimes
they call that man an orange.
what?
Like the fruit. The fruit. They call that man a fruit.
Who's a fruit? Why are you talking about fruit? I haven't had my fruit yet. I'm still hungry.
You haven't had your fruit yet. Jerry, you gotta get that for your vitamin C.
No, I had it.
Have you taken your vitamin C yet?
No, I don't like to.
No.
No, I don't like fruit.
What do you mean? You don't like fruit?
Oh, it's too.
What do you mean you don't like
It's
fruit?
too intense for my teeth. You know my teeth are dying.
Oh, you're right. The teeth are dying. You haven't gotten dentures yet.
Nope, don't want them.
Still working on the last 5.
Yep.
It's all in the front too. You got horse chompers. It's
Yep.
kind of scary.
The kids like to call
That's how
me.
he's made it so long though. Without dentures. It looks like he's smiling.
Let me
but-
tell you, I know how to chew with just these front teeth.
I know. It's a skill. I've watched you do it.
Yep, many
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
You know what's
Got the
also
slices
a skill?
and dices
Do
there.
you remember when you had kidney stones, and you used to
I
be able
do.
to shoot them like a little machine gun around? Pew, 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 pew.
I do remember that. Yeah, I used to shoot them out at everything, and then, you know what? I think that's why my wife left me. That before I got here, you know,
Yep.
it's because I was shooting kidney stones everywhere.
And you had
And then
your
when I got here, it
and-
just increased. It was uncontrollable.
Just couldn't stop. And you remember also the powder. You peed
Yeah.
the powder, right? Your pee was just powder. It was awful.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was, it was doubly. It was coming out doubly, So it was like it was a canyon up there, and there was just a lot of dirt and debris just falling out.
Oh,
Charlotte wasn't a fan of it, but I couldn't really control it or anything, you know.
That was I think
We'd
that
be
was
sitting there
Charlotte's
playing
first thing.
cribbage, and next thing you know, there's a pile of dust and rocks at my feet. It was wild.
It's
It's coming out of my ears too, but that might have just been the dandruff cotton there.
It was just like the Wild West every time you stood still. Just a whole bunch of dust and debris.
I know, I looked like a cowboy from that movie. What was that movie called?
Oh, that movie, the Cowboys and
It was the one with the whistling,
the,
you know? Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, that one.
Was like the main melody like a little.
Yeah, that sounds like the melody
No.
for it.
Oh God, what was it?
Yeah. What was the name of that movie?
I think it was Cowboys and Pavilions.
Pavilion?
Yeah, like the pavilions and civilians and cowboys.
It's been so long since I've been to the pavilion.
Yep. We need to
You
go
know
back.
when we used to go to the pavilion and we would court all the fancy ladies
All the time.
walking around town?
Yep. Oh
No.
We was
Sunday markets, they would all go out. Everybody would be in the pavilion.
Yep. And we just come on along, suave, just walking along, picking up all of the ladies, all of them just wanting to come to
Oh
us.
man, let me tell you what. That's when we really were swinging right there.
Swinging
It's
around.
with the ladies.
Especially
Right
during,
there, hon.
you remember during suffrage, like the suffrage movement, and when the prohibition was going on, and there was no alcohol. That was really when we were good. We were on top of it for them.
I do remember that. We would walk around in our fancy coats, and we would have a little flask or a little bottle of some illicit substance. But don't tell.
No,
No. We don't have it.
no, we don't
I
have it
know
right
what
now.
you're talking
Government-
about, officer.
the government's listening.
There's
Don't-
nothing in my coat.
We don't have it.
There's nothing in my coat.
Nope.
I don't have it. No, you can't feel my coat. I have to go. That's my wallet. It's very large because I'm a very rich man. Hello, lady.
Hello.
How are you?
Would you like to see my very
Have you
large
seen
wallet?
the size of my wallet? Perhaps I have an illicit substance that you would like to partake in.
Would you like to put
Maybe around the corner,
Meet me around the corner.
outside the view.
Oh man,
Huh.
brings up all the memories right there.
I
Those
know.
times.
What are you remembering?
I don't know. Something about pee and powder and pills and cowboys and pavilions.
Pavilions. Yes. That was a good time.
That was a good.
You know, the ancient Romans built the pavilion as the first thing they did.
I was there.
You were there?
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I do remember you telling me about that.
Yep. It was a good time.
Your story about the Romans and the pavilions, it's so good.
Yeah, I'll have to tell it to you one day, but I don't think it was for the day.
Yeah, you'll have to tell it to me later, Once you remember it. I know your memory's getting shot nowadays, so
Talk to
you gotta
Mark.
take some time to...
Yep. I'll talk to Margaret about
Yeah.
it tonight, and I'll try to recap the whole thing, and then I'll come back and I'll tell
Yeah.
the whole story about the pavilion.
Yeah, Margaret, I think she was there too. She
Yeah.
might remember it.
She might remember it too. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for
Exactly.
Right.
Totally. Yeah, she'll know. Margaret remembers everything.
Yep. The antithesis of me.
You're right. I remember